What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Master Podcast here, hopping up and joining on here and starting it live to talk a little bit about some Saints football. I haven't had time to even hop on somebody's live to even talk Saints football in a couple days now. Anyways, I got to work early, so I decided to pop open a little live stream so we could talk some Saints football, talk about Chris olave and what he said in his press conference today. Him and Mike Thomas are in contact, and Mike Thomas is basically walking them through the draft process and what to expect and what for Chris, Ohio State wide receiver, and he's keeping in contact with Michael Thomas. The Saints have actually interviewed him. And he would love to play for the New Orleans Saints. He said it would be an awesome fit. He's played here before. When they played Clemson when he was in college, he had a good time. So, yeah, in my opinion, if we pick up Chris at pick 18, not only Michael Thomas would be happy, but our wide receiver room would be happy as well. What's going on, bud? How you doing?
Doing pretty good, bro. Got off of school at 11, like about noon, somewhat because of a power outage, which I'm lucky for. And really like that. I got out early.
There you go. Got out of school early, huh?
Yeah.
You got out of school early, and I got off work early, so I guess it's a good day.
Yep, pretty good so far.
All right. So I've been seeing a lot of stuff about the NFL Combine. It's going down right now. I think it's the first day. You know, they get to meet, players get to meet other teams and stuff like that. I don't believe they're going to be doing any of the like the actual pro day stuff or any of the bench press or any of that stuff. I think right now today they're just meeting with different coaches, teams, speaking to the reporters. That's pretty much what they're up to. But yes, I would love to see Chris Olave come to the New Orleans Saints. I think that would be a perfect fit, and I think at pick 18 it would make a lot of Saints fans happy. I see you, Jerry, up in the chat. How you doing, Jerry? It's been a minute, man. I haven't been able to pop open the live for a little bit. Been super busy. Today I got off work early, so I decided to pop open the live. if you're up to it or you have a little free time, Jerry, go ahead and pop up here and talk some Saints football, man. And we'll get this show cracking here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Look who it is, Jerry.
What up, fam?
What's up, man? How you doing today?
Doing good, man.
Doing good. All right, that's good to hear.
We got Drew Brees in here too that has a sore throat.
We got the Drew Brees up in here. So hey, Jerry, have you seen any of the videos of Chris Olave talking about Michael Thomas and the Saints?
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh well, today at the NFL Combine, he was talking about him and Mike Thomas been texting back and forth. Michael Thomas
Really?
said, yeah, and Michael Thomas is Chris looks at him as like a legend coming out of Ohio State, like a lot of Ohio State players do. So he's been texting Mike, and Mike's been basically walking him through the draft process of what to expect and basically what to do throughout the NFL Combine. So in my opinion, I think that's great. The New Orleans Saints, if you haven't heard, actually had an interview with Chris, and Chris said it went well, and he would love to spend his he would love to come to the New Orleans Saints and not only play with Michael Thomas but the whole Saints organization.
That's what's up, man. Hey, hopefully he'll be our 18th pick in the first round. Time
I
come draft weekend.
100%. I would love that pick. And I might be just biased, but I love the pick for not only our team, our wide receiver room, but for Michael Thomas. I think I think that would make Michael Thomas happy. He would have a friend that they're already
Oh yeah.
texting. And I think that would be a duo to watch. You got a young Ohio State player. I really believe Michael Thomas would, put him under his wing, and those two would ball out together. What's
Yeah.
going on, Hootie? And empty-minded gaming. I see you. Who that to you too?
Yeah.
Who
Shouts out to everybody in the chat, man.
Yeah, shouts out to everybody in the chat, man. I mean, Hootie's the one who talked me into, making my own channel, and so shouts out
Man,
to Hootie, man. I
hey,
love
man,
seeing
you
him
doing
grow.
well over here, man.
Man, he's gaining followers by the day, and I love it, dude. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that's the man right there.
Yeah, he working 3 jobs plus his podcast. I mean, you might as well add another job, make it his 4th job. So that boy be working 4 jobs, man. Got nothing
Yo.
but respect for Hootie, dude, and his knowledge in football, man.
Yeah.
I like where he wants to go in this year's draft. I've seen a couple of his mock drafts, and he always got the wide receiver in the first round, and I believe that's exactly what we need to do.
I don't know if you remember, but I think when he one of his podcasts he did, I think he did a mock draft. I can't remember. I think it was a week ago. I think, but I can't remember. But he talking about he want all the wide receivers in the draft.
Hey,
I think it was about a week ago, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I remember that one. I also seen George Pickens coming. I seen his little video that he was talking to the press today.
Yeah, I saw that too, just not long ago. Kenny Pickett.
Oh no! I'm talking George Pickens.
Oh, George Pickens. Okay.
Yeah, he's number one. Well, he wears number one. And he's from Georgia.
That's that wide receiver, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a wide receiver from Georgia.
Or the one that won the national championship?
Yes, sir. He's supposed to drop down to the 2nd round because he had an ACL injury. But
yeah, I remember.
But good news today is that he is ahead of progress and he is ready to go for the NFL Combine and the NFL Pro Day. So he'll be ready to go mini camp. He'll be ready to go week 1. He's fully healthy, ready to get out there. The only thing he's not going to do is the high jump until actual pro day. So,
okay, well that's what's up. But I don't know if you heard, but I think we signed one of the guys from Alabama as
Yes, I seen
what's
that.
that trainer
Like strength and conditioning coach or something
strengthening.
like
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What up, Josh?
that. What's going
Yo,
on,
what's
Doc?
good, OG? What's good, everybody? What's good,
What's good,
Master? What's
fam?
good? What's good, Lil Drew?
Hey, just seen
Hello,
your
fam.
video about Chris, man.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, man. Hey, if that, like I said, if that happens, hey, if you say he like to play for the Saints organization, talking about
Yeah.
Chris, hey, hop on board.
Hey,
We'll
I
take it.
think I think he wants to be here because he's already got connections, and you know, I mean, Michael Thomas is a huge. If he looks up to Michael Thomas and try to imitate his game, that's huge. Michael Thomas, in my book, is the best in the league when he's on the field. So if you could try to imitate the way he plays, the way he trains, I think it would not only benefit Chris, but it benefit us as Saints fans because our wide receiver room would be a lot more greater than it was last year.
Oh, absolutely,
Man,
definitely, definitely. What's your
so
take, uh, Drew Freeze?
Yeah, I don't get where Josh went. He was just in there a minute ago. Now he's gone. And apparently, this Traylon Burks, wide receiver from Arkansas, is doing pretty good at the combine currently. Maybe Saints could try picking him up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
heck yeah, he's a very talented wide receiver. I'd
Yep.
love I'd love to have him. I think the
With the
only
current 6.71 grade.
right.
Damn,
I
that's
think
good.
the only issue with that pick would be trying to get him at pick 18. Um, with a lot of other teams, 18 more teams ahead of us, pretty much, 17 more teams. We would just have to hope he doesn't go because he's a very high talent. Traylon Burks is one of the best wide receivers coming out of this year's draft. NFL Combine, it could change their draft process a little bit. Some people will fall, some people will skyrocket up. I still feel Traylon Burks will be up there in the top three at least, if not the top one. So if the Saints can snag him, I mean, hey, I'd be all for it for sure. Now we got Josh Pelt's fan coming back in. What's going on, bud?
Yeah, it was good. It accidentally kicked me out, man.
No, no worries, no worries.
Uh, you're always coming back, bruh.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I wanted to hear your take on what Chris said at his press today.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice to hear. I mean, obviously, they both Ohio State guys, him and Mike. So like they got that little connection or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
I, I mean, I would like to see him with the Saints.
Yeah, I would too, man.
Yeah. They also interviewed Kenny Pickett today.
I did not see that one. They did.
Yeah.
Wow, and I see the Steelers are really interested in Jameis Winston. I don't know how true that is, but I did see it on NFL Rumors on Twitter, and they're pretty accurate. Uh, but the Steelers are also really high on Malik Willis in this year's draft. So of course, if they can't snag Jameis Winston, that's probably the route they'll take. But I still have faith in the Saints signing Jameis Winston. So
Yeah, me
the,
too.
hey, this is what I gotta say to the Steelers: leave our boy alone.
Yes.
He doesn't. Hey, just because you guys got black
Even
and
though that's my
yellow,
second team, but leave James alone.
right?
we got
You
him.
got
We got him from here.
100%. You guys are black and yellow. He wants to be in the black and gold. I'm sorry. That's just how it
They need to
works.
go. Hey, speaking of that, they need to go up there. They need to go on ahead and start developing Dwayne Haskins Jr. to be the starter quarterback because he played at Ohio State too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And was he a first round pick?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and now Garrett Wilson. I see his press conference, and he has connections with the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns have actually met with him, and that's the other Ohio State wide receiver in this year's draft. him and Baker Mayfield played together or something. He said he'd like to reconnect with Baker Mayfield. So that we might see him go to the Browns. As long as we can get maybe one of those guys, I really want Chris. After seeing his press today and seeing how highly he talks of Michael Thomas and the Saints organization, I would love to have that guy on our team.
Yeah,
Same.
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Kyler does not stay in Arizona, I would like to see him in a Saints jersey. Yeah, if the if Jameis Winston doesn't recover or if they trade him, I'd just like to see Kyler in the Saints jersey. I just want to see him play in the NFL because I'm also an OU fan.
Uh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
Because
I don't know if y'all heard earlier today on what was that Locked On Saints with Ross Jackson, but they were talking about trying to snatch um Mitchell Trubisky. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait, no.
oh heck no.
No, no.
Mm-mm.
You know, and Trey, you already know I'm gonna go Bishop Bullwinkle on you. Hell to the no.
Hell to the nah. Hey,
You
bro.
already know because we already got our mindset on signing Jameis Winston back, and that's the top choice.
Hey, bro.
We don't
I'm
want
not
no freaking fragging Mitchell Trubisky. Come on,
Mr.
bro.
Hey, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be up here the first one to say it. I'm gonna say this: if the Saints do some bull jive, like old Shannon Sharp says, bull jive, they pull some bull jive and sign
Bull
Mitch.
God
Hey,
damn, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, if they sign Mitch over Jameis,
Oh
oh man,
man,
I'm not watching football next year.
nah,
Hey,
bro.
hey, no, I'm just playing.
Look.
But
I'm like my guy. I don't see it.
I don't see us signing Mitch.
No.
I think he could be a solid backup guy.
Now back up. Now back up. No problem. But
Right.
starter.
Or maybe like backup. That's as far as I can see him. If he
Man,
goes anywhere, I don't see him starting. I really don't.
no,
I
I
mean,
don't see it either, man.
he had his chances, and he had a. I mean, he might have not had the best team to try to prove himself. But I never really was too high on Mitch. I mean, you seen the Bears fan get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that goes to tell you. And the Bills fan, they already have their quarterback, so he just sits behind Josh Allen and hopes to play. Hopes Josh gets hurt so he can get in there for a couple plays.
Yeah.
We got Derek Hill joining the
Bro,
chat. What's going on?
What's up?
Good.
Hey, what's up? What's up, family? How y'all doing?
What's good,
Good
Frank?
man.
I'm good.
I hear y'all on here going off about Mr. Trubisky.
former
Man, look here.
overall pick that turned into a bust.
No,
Derek, yeah, I was just telling them that. I said, man, you got to be out of your mind to get that guy to come down. Now, as a backup, I mean, that's all right. But as a starter, nah. Nah.
yeah, I think that's what they were talking about, just having somebody to come in as a like a backup, and in case something happened with Jameis, there's no way in the world they gonna bring him in as a starter. And really, they just
Nah.
filling him out, they kicking the tires. That's all.
That's pretty much all they're doing is kicking the tire. Shit.
I mean, at
Man,
that point, you might as well just go with Taysom Hill. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Fuck.
Exactly.
And me, I don't want that. I just threw that out there because I really don't want Mitch.
no.
I mean, I think a lot of Saints fans have their minds set on, and me as well, Jameis Winston. And if we don't get him, I think a lot of Saints fans probably agree with if we don't get Jameis, somehow somebody still, like, say the Steelers somehow persuade him, and now we're just down to square one again. um, I think we would probably go look in the draft Kenny Pickett. I mean, we met with him earlier today as Josh, if he's still in here yet. He was talking about it.
Yeah. I'm
He
still
he
here.
does have a winning record of 26-13, so can't be too damn bad.
Nah.
Can't be too bad with a Bear team. Yeah, true.
I really don't want us to take a quarterback
No,
in
me
the
neither.
draft.
Me neither. I really
Yeah.
want us to kick the tires on Jameis Winston and sign him, dude. 3-4 years, so we know we have a
Yeah. So
quarterback.
we can go. So we can go ahead and lock that in and not worry about a quarterback going in the future. We already got him.
100%.
Yeah. But Derek, earlier in the show, earlier on here, man, we were talking about Trey was talking about that wide receiver, Chris uh,
Ola,
Olave.
Olave, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I like that kid.
yep. And the guy said he said he wanted to play in with the Saints organization. So what's your take, homie?
Yeah, I saw the interview, and
I mean, I didn't
just
see the interview. I mean, I heard it was good.
yeah, I saw the interview, and just the fact that him and Mike are communicating is big because you can't bring no anyone in here. You know how Mike is.
Mm,
I think it'll only benefit us that you bring somebody in that he's familiar with and that he's already mentoring,
yep.
comfortable with. And to be honest with you, I think of everybody in the draft, he's the best route runner. He may not be the best wide receiver all the way around, but that's what we need. We need route runners, someone that can separate.
Yep.
That's
Somebody
our
that can catch the
biggest
ball.
problem.
Yeah.
Facts.
And he's
Huh.
all around. He knows the whole trout, the whole tree route. The
Right.
he's
Facts.
not a one trick pony. In other words,
100%, dude. I agree with you 100%, man. He's done
Same
jet
here.
sweep. He's done everything, even jet sweeps. And that shows a lot, dude. I mean, not every wide receiver can just go grab the ball out of the backfield off a pitch and run it 30-40 yards. I don't know. I think that'd be a good pick for, like I said earlier in the show, not only Michael Thomas but our team and the wide receiver room. I think him and Michael Thomas would be an automatic duo that, I mean, would show automatically on the field. And I honestly think if we do draft him, you're gonna see Michael Thomas and that kid hanging out like Market, dude. Like,
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, how would y'all like to see either Juju or Allen Robinson on the Saints currently? Because they're both free agents and it could help out on that receiver core.
I would like Juju.
yeah,
You?
I would like Juju too, but I just saw an interview with him. Also, he want to stay put.
Yeah. You want to stay up there with the Steelers. So hey, I got no issue with that.
Y'all
Yeah,
sure if Juju goes to the Saints, will he dance on other teams' logos?
Hey, that's a good question. You know,
Man,
I,
that's a real good question.
yeah, because I mean that fool will be dancing on everyone's logo. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know
Yeah.
if he's gonna stop doing that or he's gonna continue.
And like, unless if he starts getting a ton of fines, then maybe he will stop.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we got them on our schedule anyway. But
Yeah,
we
that's
don't know
true.
when. But they said I think they say the schedule release should be around like sometime around like in mid-May, somewhere in the neighborhood. So
Man, I see Pammy Whammy up in the chat. She said MT got something to prove. I'm so
Family.
I'm so ready to see him get on. Or, what?
Well,
I'm so ready to see
well,
him go off.
I'm
I
sure
see
y'all
MT.
already heard that we are London bound for next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
London, we're going to London, England.
We going to
Are you
London.
gonna
it's a home game for us too.
Yep.
are you gonna drink a bottle of water?
Will you cut for a spot of tea?
Man, that's gonna be crazy, dude. Like
Yeah,
honestly.
man. I think that's gonna be the Saints' third trip. I think to London because I know in 2008 they faced the by that time the San Diego Chargers, and I think in 2017 I think they faced Miami
Yeah,
in
yeah.
London. So we don't know who we don't know who we're gonna face in London
No,
next year. So they say
No.
I think like four other teams along with the Saints are in that mix. I think they say I think it's the Buccaneers, the Jaguars. Um, I don't know. I think the Raiders, and two other teams. I think, but I got to take a look at that. But they all five of them are in the mix for the London games next year.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I just like. I mean, like, I'm cool with the whole London thing. I just don't like that it counts as a home game for us.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
But we've been having better luck on the road than at home.
That's a
yeah.
good
So
point. That's a good
They're
point.
pretty much the Road Warriors.
right.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they just drive cars a ton. I think that's their specialty. They just drive cars. That's
Yeah.
why they're always good on the road.
Yep. Hey, but Josh,
Mm-hmm.
I see the I see I know we talking New Orleans Saints, but I want to talk a little Pelicans, man. Them boys,
heck
the
yeah,
Pelicans
bro.
been on the road lately, man. After the All Star break.
Yeah, CJ been hooping, bro. CJ and Bi
Man,
like a dynamic duo right now.
hey, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Josh has been getting me into the watching the Pelicans. I watched my first game against the Lakers, and what?
Oh, bro, it was
What
beautiful.
a game to come watch!
It was beautiful.
Beautiful execution. The Lakers look confused. LeBron
And
didn't.
on top of that, they lost to the Mavericks on Tuesday night.
Oh wow, did they?
That, yeah, that goes to show you. Yeah, and they talking about they gonna make. They might not. Look, if the Lakers keep losing games like that, they talking
Whew.
about making the playoffs. They may not even sniff the playoffs.
Dang.
They're gonna be. They're gonna be in the playoffs, all right. They're just gonna be at the house,
Hey, on the couch. Hey.
on the couch, watching the other teams
Sure.
fight to go to the NBA championship because it sure enough ain't gonna be them.
Hey, what about Josh? Did you see Zion's injury report update?
Yeah. I just dropped the video on that.
Oh, did you want to talk about that? Because I didn't get to read it.
what's
Yeah,
going on that end?
yeah. So the Pelicans just put out an injury update on Zion. They said his bone is healing good. They said he gonna progress to doing basketball activities or whatever. I think he gonna be back by late March, early April. And if he not back by then, he just not playing this year.
Mm, I got you. Well, I think they got an easy task later tonight because I know they hosting Sacramento later tonight. So at home. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, that should be a dub.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking about going to a game down in either Sacktown or because Sacktown, like the tickets are cheap. You know when they're playing the Pelicans. I'm like, so I was thinking about like headed down there and checking it out.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah.
I haven't been to a live game, so I think that'd be pretty awesome. Not even a not a football game, not a basketball game, none of them. So I think it'd be an awesome experience.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
I'll be honest with you. Now I've been to Saint games. I have, but I've never been to a Pelicans game ever. The only time when I see the Pelicans is on television.
Right, right.
Because I never been to the Smoothie King Center. Matter of fact, even before the Smoothie King Center, it was the New Orleans Sports Arena when the Hornets was there.
Right.
So only got to see them one time, but it was a exhibition game, but it was over here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum when they played San Antonio. But that was like 2002. Last time I checked them out, and I haven't seen them play since.
Damn, that's crazy. I've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well,
a long.
the family rather go to Pelicans games than the Saints games. They're like, it's too loud.
Yeah, you
It's,
man. Look,
the
you
dome be packed, bro.
that
Yeah,
that oh yes.
it's more interactive at the Pelicans game.
I agree.
And speaking of that, I don't look overall when it comes to Saint games. I've been to like about almost 12 Saints games in like the last like almost little over 25 years because the first time I went to see the Saints play was 1996 when it was a preseason game. It was two preseason games in '96. It was one against Chicago. It was a Saturday night, and the next week it was a Friday night against Minnesota. Now the regular season, I checked out them against Chicago in the regular season and Atlanta, and I think it was 1999. I think it was two games when the Saints played I think it was the by that time it was the St. Louis Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. 2002, I've been to three home Saint games. One against the Pittsburgh Steelers, one against the San Francisco 49ers. That's by the time when Terrell Owens was playing. And it was a Sunday night football against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then 2016, it was a preseason game. Once again, it was against Pittsburgh. And the last Saints game I've been to was 2019, uh, another preseason game against the Minnesota Vikings. So that was like one, two. That was about like between 10 to 12 home Saint games I've been to, and that's a lot.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
cool info, bro.
The
And,
only
and
like football game that I've ever been to is whenever OU played at Texas Tech or kind of last year, or whenever they shut them out. That's the only football game I've ever been to.
yeah, that's a Red River rivalry, man. That's a rivalry for years.
No, it was the Texas Tech, not Texas.
Okay. I was thinking about that. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Feel you.
So, what do you guys think we're gonna do in free agency? Does it all depend on what we do in the draft, or no matter what we do in the draft, we have to fill certain positions in free agency?
Well, from my perspective, since they like talking about wide receivers and running backs and stuff, I'd say go out there and get a veteran wide receiver, So in case kind of fill that gap along with Michael Thomas and possible Chris Olave. Uh, to kind of get that wide receiving bunch back to where they need to be where they need to be because as y'all know, last year's wide receiver core it was not the best. It was not the best from my perspective. Guys couldn't even catch a ball. They couldn't even they couldn't even catch a coconut for all I care. Can't even catch a big old watermelon, man. Every time a quarterback throw a pass, they drop it. So like, bro, we just need a wide receiver that can catch a ball. I don't care who it is.
Right. I don't blame, and I don't, and let me tell you, I don't blame them. You can't. They did what they were called upon to do. You can't blame free agent wide receiver for being put in a position. It was just a bad situation all the way around. With all the things that we had to go through this year. So, can't
Yep.
blame anybody. They came in and did the best that they could. But
Yep.
the reality is a free, undrafted free agent can't fill a position of first, second, or really third wide receiver. You know, as that it was just they just asked too much of them guys. But prayerfully, we learn out from what happened last year to make
Yep.
sure we're deep at certain positions.
Yep.
So
I,
I also believe we get a couple in the draft, but we also bring in at least one free agent to go along with MT.
right.
I, I don't know, bro. Like me personally, like I don't mind Callaway being a wide receiver 3. Like maybe y'all have certain opinions on him, but like I feel like you could be a successful team with Callaway as your third best wide receiver. I don't know if I'm just being high on him, but
Yeah.
like I feel like if you sign a veteran free agency, like just to throw out some names like a Juju or Odell or DJ Chark or some of these guys, then I feel like you don't draft receiver in the first round. Like that's just me.
Well, Callaway and Devontae can fill in if we get
Right.
if we draft a number one and we bring in a free agent, I think we set. To be honest with you, I think we're set with Callaway and Harris. We'll be fine.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
if Michael go out, we don't bring in another free agent, and Michael go out, we'll be right back. Even if we draft in the first round, we draft a wide receiver. I feel like we're still going to be in trouble and going to need some help if we don't go out and get a free agent because injuries happen.
Yep. They do.
That's a
We,
good point. That's a good point. I just feel like if you're the Saints, like you can't just look at it like that. I feel like if you're the Saints, you got to pick your poison because like like
All
the
right,
Saints
family.
like the Saints are probably gonna have like 20 or 30 million to spend in free agency. That's not a lot. So like you gotta spend your money wisely. I feel like receiver is a position you can find guys off the street that can give you good production.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. I agree. I agree with what y'all saying.
I know what I am happy about. We got that new conditioning coach from Alabama.
Yep. Yes, we do.
Mhm.
All right. Stay. All right. Be safe out there, Pammy. We love you. Yeah, man.
because
That's
the injuries was, I mean,
yeah,
injuries was just,
yeah,
it was killing us.
yeah, man. Look, injuries, COVID, you name it, all of it is all the same.
Right. I don't know what we're gonna do about running back, and we really don't know how long AK gonna be out. Well, we're
I
gonna. I feel like we should draft a
I,
running back at some point after 3.
Yeah,
I guarantee we draft one after 3 for sure
I
after the
think
third
I
round.
think we will because with the Alvin Kamara situation, and we ain't no telling how many games he's gonna be suspended. With this incident that happened in Las Vegas. I agree with Trey and Derek. I believe we do need to go ahead and draft a running back. Kind of get the feel in so in case if it's a like a long term suspension for Kamara, that guy can take his spot and get some reps in, get some runs in, you know, get to know the plays out of the playbook. He and that new running back gonna be all right. So just in case, if this happens, just in case, that's a big question mark.
Well, one of the things we're famous for is bringing in a lot of players to compete. We we are famous for that, and that's a
Yep,
good thing.
yep. Especially around like when you have mini camp or training camp. See who makes the squad, and that's the thing about training camp. You have like 90 players on the team. Who the ones that's gonna make the squad like the 53-man roster. And if somebody get hurt, whoever you had at practice, you're gonna bring them back and let them fill that gap until the other one heals up and get ready to play again.
Yeah, that's
Who's
true.
that defensive tackle we just brought back that was in camp with us last year but got
Huggins,
hurt? Huggins,
Yeah,
yay.
it
Yeah.
was Huggins.
old Huggins, dude, Albert Huggins.
Yeah, I just saw that.
He 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 flashed last year.
Yep. I mean, I never paid attention to that guy. I mean, but I heard he helped out.
Yeah, it was a lot of talk during training camp, and uh just didn't get to just didn't really get to see him. He didn't get it. We just like we was just talking about soft tissue injuries. Those, man, I'm just glad we got this. And Mike in his Twitter, he was happy we got a new trainer and conditioning coach. He was like, man, he was on Twitter really
Just
happy.
blowing up, huh?
Yeah.
He was all out on Twitter, huh?
Well, this guy has a reputation. When he went to Alabama, 50% of soft tissue injuries went down. So
Mm,
they improved by 50%. So
wow.
that's a great thing.
And that's a lower body injury, something we've had with all of our players this last season.
Yep.
Right.
That that's huge,
Let's
These
see.
next few weeks are gonna be big on. I wish
man.
they hurry
The,
up and get
Dada in here. What's up,
we
Williams
Dada?
Williamson signed.
Yeah, hey, I would like to see in the second round if we don't go if we pick up a nice wide receiver and free agent and we go O line in the first round and second round, if we get George Pickens, guys, I promise you that dude's I mean I think he's one of my favorite wide receivers coming out of this year's draft besides the Ohio State guys. But I would definitely wait till the second round for him. He's got first round talent. Who knows? He might go in the first round. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Saints might interview him. You know, they definitely gonna interview some more people this week and stuff. So who knows?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a video of the Saints interviewing Kenny Pickett
Mm-hmm.
on NFL.com.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
That kid.
Yeah. I saw that.
Hey, you know what? A lot of people say this quarterback draft class is trash, but hey, the way I see it, I think there's a couple diamonds in the rough. I think Kenny Pickett. I think he's going to be the next Justin Herbert. Just remember, I said that.
Mm,
I'm not saying draft him, but I'm just saying wherever he goes, if he becomes a starter, I believe he's gonna show up like Justin Herbert has. I really do. I think Kenny Pickett's definitely being like kind of overlooked. Of how good he actually really is. Him and Malik Willis are like the best quarterbacks coming out of this year's draft.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did an interview. He did an interview today. I watched. He said he talked to team, every team.
Damn.
I was
Wow.
shocked. He said, "Yeah, I talked." He said, "I had a interview and had a conversation with all 32 teams." I was like, "Wow."
Yep.
But we're gonna see a lot of players, their draft go either up or down with this NFL Combine and their pro day. This whole draft process is gonna be pretty crazy, man.
Yep.
I'm,
Everything starts tomorrow, huh?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it's gonna start airing on tomorrow. Tomorrow all the way through maybe Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the pre-draft, time right now, man. I hope, me personally, and I would like to give y'all, like, I would like to hear y'all thoughts on this. Like, who do y'all personally want to see the Saints interview that they haven't yet? Because I want to see us interview Lewis Seen, that safety from Georgia.
Me, I want to see offensive lineman or another like an abdominal offensive lineman or another wide receiver in the second round if we don't go wide receiver in the first round.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I even say, hey, there's a lot of free agent offensive linemen this year. With T. Stead possibly testing free agency and leaving. I mean, we might not see him back, and we might, and we don't know. But as far as right now, it seems like he's going to test free agency, which meaning he probably won't be back. Um, and maybe we go elsewhere, and in the free agent, if you look, there's a lot of offensive linemen, that are going to be free agencies this year. So who knows? We might pick up an offensive lineman in free agency. Um, I personally would start Nick Easton over Cesar Ruiz. Any day of the week.
I,
But
I definitely would.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, you never know.
Yep.
I'm just excited to see what we do. Dennis Allen was supposed to talk today. I was kind of excited to see that, but I guess he didn't. He got
Yeah. Yeah.
canceled.
I was looking for that too. But I guess it's always another day.
And I agree with Dada. Over the years, the Saints never show their hand. They go out of their way to talk to and interview players. If you notice, when every time we draft a player, they always say, "Well, we really didn't have much of a conversation," or "I didn't talk to the Saints at all." They go by the film, and they really don't show their hand because they know how the NFL is. They are As
Yep.
soon as we say we want somebody or we're interested in somebody, they figure out a way to keep us from getting.
Hey,
It's like
Man,
give
like,
and
tell
take,
you
huh?
it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, look, hey, it's like give and take, huh?
facts.
So, the Saints are good at not showing their hand. That's why the fans are always like, what? Whenever we whenever we draft.
Yes,
Like, what the
I know what
hell?
you mean, bruh. I know exactly what you mean.
Right, cause when Peyton Turner got drafted, he said in like one of his interviews after he got drafted, he was like, "I barely even talked to the Saints. Like I had no idea that they were gonna pick me."
Right. And
Well, it's like Derek L said. I mean, we had a history of of selecting somebody in the first round that we don't know about. We had
I
a
was
long, long history about that.
I was getting calls like, who is Peyton Turner? And because
Hmm.
I knew about him because I live in Houston, and I have family members that uh, go to the U of H, and I knew about him, but everybody was like, man, they was mad.
Hmm. I don't blame them, and I was mad too. It's always a certain player that the Saints love to pick, love to draft, but somebody else beat them to it and get somebody else that we don't know about.
Yep, that's true, and that happened last draft too. Sean Payton said he wanted to draft Terrence Marshall in the second round for anybody that was like, Sean Payton don't draft LSU players and receivers or whatever. But the Panthers traded up and got him or whatever. So we got Pete Warner instead.
Yep. But then the more I thought about it, yes, I was mad that one night when we got Peyton Turner, but then the next day I was like, you know what? That's not a bad pick at all because one of our guys that just recently went to the Super Bowl with the Cincinnati Bengals, Trey Hendrickson, he playing up there right now, so I figured he was going to be the fill-in for Trey Hendrickson after he went to Cincinnati. That's my thought process.
Yeah, we all hated losing Trey, but it was no way that
Dude, it hurt.
even with the Mickey Magic and the Mickey Money, we couldn't pay that.
Man. I mean, it was nothing wrong. I understand the money situation, but man, I would have loved to keep T Rex, man, because that dude was doing big things with us, man.
Yeah, everybody chalked it up to him being a one hit wonder. It was like, it was a contract year, so
Yeah,
he, that was his first year getting multiple sacks. So they didn't want to take a chance. They didn't want to take a chance on him, but
I
we
would.
all wanted him to stay.
All of us did, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. As far as Peyton Turner, like I was mad at the pick like everybody else, but like I wasn't mad at the pick because of the player. I was like, I didn't feel like we needed DN like that because like I'm gonna keep saying it till I can't say it no more, bro. Carl Granderson had 5 sacks and he was the fourth defensive end on the depth chart in the 2020 season. Like that dude, he can play.
Yeah.
Right.
He can play.
Yep. Yeah.
So with all of these coaching changes,
Over the years.
I think y'all now just that's my opinion. Do y'all think you know they're going to be able to all of these players like Ruiz, and we already talked about Troutman really not having an opportunity to be that passing receiver. I mean that passing tight end because of not having Nick Vernett in. But y'all think that there are going to be some improvements being that it's another year, being that they watched film and saw exactly what the problem was. You know, maybe I'm not. I don't. You know, don't kill me for this, but maybe because of the shifting that was going on with the offensive line, maybe that was the problem. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the Saints messed up on
Mm-hmm.
the Ruiz situation. I feel like they should have moved McCoy to guard, but they was just being too stubborn. But I
Yeah.
think Doug Marrone gonna help the play of the whole offensive line. Like he's a really good O-line coach. And I feel like the biggest problem with the line that, it's been like this for like probably like 5-6 years now is like injuries. And now with that dude we got from Bama, people should be getting injured less.
Right?
Facts, bro.
Yep.
More consistency is probably going to help tremendously.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited, honestly, guys. I'm ready for the draft already. But first it's NFL Combine and free agency, and as soon as this free agency hits, does anybody know the date that hits?
I think it's like I want to say it's March 15th or 16th. It's somewhere around there.
These 16th, I think,
16th.
because I think that's when the new league year began, I believe.
Well, whatever that day is, I hope the Saints, you know, make an update saying they signed Jameis Winston, because from then we can go. We know where we're gonna go in the draft. I think.
Yeah.
Right. That's the position you got to address first.
Yeah.
Obviously. So
Yeah, that's my main focus right there is to re-sign Jameis Winston and get the deal done, and then we can focus on the free agency because we already got the draft down pat.
right, man. Masked up. Thank you for having me on. OG, appreciate you as always. Shout out to Derek too. He had some good takes, man. I'm about to dip real quick.
All
All
right,
right,
guys.
fellas.
All right, man. Peace out.
Hold
All
that.
right, later.
Who that?
Who that?
Who that see, man?
For that.
All right, man. Yep, dude. I just wanted to pop open live and talk about this NFL Combine, and who. I seen Chris's press conference earlier. Him talking about the Saints. So of course that intrigued me to just pop open live and talk about it, man. And whatever we do, I really think it's going to be a good off season for us Saints fans. I think we're gonna
Definitely.
I think we're gonna nail it in free agency. And
Yep.
not only in free agency, but I think we're gonna nail it in draft.
Yep.
So
I see good things coming up this off season, man. I really do.
me too, because if you think about it, with the addition of Michael Thomas coming back, there might be a lot of wide receivers that are on the free agency that are just gonna say, hey, you know what? I know the New Orleans don't got a massive amount of money, but hey, they're on their way for a championship, man. If I get on that team and on that offense and help them out, it'll benefit me as well. Maybe go get a Super Bowl ring. So, if a player can think like that, and come in as a solid number two, I think it'd be awesome.
Yep.
Like I keep seeing Allen Robinson, it's going here, going there. Well, what if he, decided to come to the Saints? I mean, Allen Robinson is, in my opinion, I think he's an awesome wide receiver. Still got a lot of, gas left in the tank. Can be a solid number one. I think him and Michael Thomas would be pretty stellar together. I think DJ Chark would be badass. I think he's a good wide receiver.
Right.
Even a Sammy Watkins. I think we can get Sammy Watkins on low and he plays in a lot of the slot and out wide. So he's played at pretty much every wide receiver position. He's pretty versatile. He maybe not be the fastest guy. If you remember when he was on the Chiefs, him and Patrick Mahomes had a connection that was pretty solid. I don't know why they let him go. Um, and I believe he went to Baltimore, and they just didn't use him like he needed to be. I think him and James Winston would be a huge um, connection in my opinion. But yeah, I really want us to establish wide receiver. That's a must this off season. What do you think about that, Jerry? You think we should? Is that what you want to see us do in free agency? You want to see us hit O line, or do you want to see us hit a wide receiver? What positions do you want to see us hit in free agency? Hey, Jerry.
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
oh, must be
uh
having
hello?
connection problems. Hello. Hey, what's going on?
Test.
Yeah, I hear you.
I failed my test today.
Oh, that's not good.
Nope.
Better get to studying.
Never have the time to. Plus, I always just play Madden 13 on my PlayStation 3.
Madden 13, huh?
Yeah, Calvin Johnson on the cover.
Oh, I see. All right, well, I just wanted to hop on here and talk a little Saints football for a little while, but I might have to go and I have to get back in town and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this live off. Thanks everybody for coming. Who dat to everybody in the chat, everybody up in the panel. Who dat, Jerry? I see you. You too, Drew Brees, Derek, Dede. Everyone. Who dat? I'll definitely be going live again. Thanks again.
Alright, who that?